Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're building your ultimate cognitive map for the 2026 landscape of AI video generation. We're not just going to sit here and list off software, though. No, we're diving deep into the fundamental psychology of why visual communication is just so incredibly powerful, and exactly how the latest tools put that power literally right into your hands. All right, let's jump right in with a massive realization from a classic 1968 study by Kobun. Get this, a staggering 83% of all human learning comes purely from our sense of sight. I mean, really think about that for a second. We only retain about 10% of what we read, but when we simultaneously hear and see something, that retention skyrockets up to 50%. So visual communication isn't just some nice aesthetic choice. It is a literal biological necessity for how our brains actually learn and remember things. To help us build this cognitive map, here's our roadmap for today. 1. The power of visual cognition. 2. The AI video revolution. 3. Battle of the AI avatars. 4. Prompt to full cinematic video. 5. The all-in-one AI editors. And finally, 6. Your new communication superpower. Let's get moving. Section 1. The power of visual cognition. Let's start by unpacking the psychological need for visual learning and how our brains actually process moving images. The concept of apparent motion brilliantly illustrates this. It's basically an active cognitive trick. When we watch a video, we aren't actually seeing motion. We're looking at a rapid-fire series of still images. But our minds are constantly seeking meaning, right? So we literally fill in the gaps in this psychological process called correspondence. When the timing, the light, and the spacing are all just right, our brain glues those separate images together so we perceive continuous motion. We don't just passively watch things. Our brains are actively constructing the reality we're seeing. And structuring that visual reality is absolutely vital. Take an agricultural journalism manual, for instance. Properly structuring your information visually is crucial, mostly because it helps the viewer categorize complex concepts, which massively increases memory retention. Whether you're teaching crop rotation or presenting a dry quarterly financial report, graphic design and visual hierarchy are your ultimate guides. They direct your audience's attention straight to the most important information first. Section 2. The AI video revolution. The historical problem, of course, was that creating these visual learning aids meant renting studios, hiring actors, and spending weeks editing. It was slow and it was incredibly expensive, but that's all changing. Now, what's really interesting is this beautifully categorized look at the top 8 AI video tools of 2026, straight from PC Tech Magazine, which really helps cut through the overwhelm. With just a text prompt, you can now generate professional quality visuals. Need photorealism? Luma Dream Machine has absolutely got you covered. Want to turn a quick blog post into a full video? Pictory AI is your go-to tool. Or if you just want an all-in-one free platform to test out multiple models like Runway and VO3 without getting hit by a subscription fee, EaseMate AI actually aggregates them all into one single place. Section 3. Battle of the AI avatars. Let's move into our first specific category and look at the global corporate translators handling script-to-screen human presenters without you ever having to step in front of a camera. So, the crucial point when comparing these two enterprise titans, HeyGen and Synthesia, is really how they scale. HeyGen offers over 175 languages and, crucially, includes custom digital twins directly in their base pricing. Synthesia, on the other hand, gives you 140+ languages, but kind of locks you into a $1,000 yearly add-on just to get a custom avatar. Now, both offer that rock-solid enterprise-grade security and SOC 2 Type 2 compliance, but they structure your accessibility and creative control quite differently. It's a pretty funny contrast, but as the creator, Erics, noted in his review, the days of sweating under intense studio lights are basically gone. You can literally just type out a script in your sweatpants, and a hyper-realistic digital twin with completely natural microexpressions and perfect lip sync delivers your exact message to the world. It is an absolute game changer for corporate training and marketing. Section 4. Prompt to full cinematic video. What if you don't just want a talking presenter, but entirely original cinematic B-roll, or even an entire documentary generated from scratch? Well, you can think of these generative powerhouses as having their own specialized superpowers. Take NVIDIA AI, for instance. It basically operates as a 10-minute YouTube video machine. You just feed it a prompt and it generates the script, does the voiceover, and matches it perfectly with high-quality B-roll, all of which you can edit just by typing text commands. Or look at Kling AI. It generates an unprecedented 3 solid minutes of continuous, realistic motion physics from a single prompt. And if you need a photorealistic product shot, like an intricate glass perfume bottle with flawless lighting, Luma Dream Machine is completely unmatched for that. Section 5, the all-in-one AI editors. Sometimes, though, you don't need fully synthetic video. Sometimes you just need to mix AI capabilities with your own screen recordings, which brings us perfectly to our next category. Recently, a Reddit entrepreneur asked for a single tool to build SaaS tutorials, and the answer to that is Descript. It has this brilliant 4-step workflow and acts as a literal word processor for video. Here's how it works. You record your screen and camera, and it instantly generates a transcript. Then, to edit the video, you literally just delete the text. Seriously, if you cut a sentence in the document, it cuts the video clip automatically. After that, you automatically add and style dynamic captions that highlight words as they're spoken, and publish the video in the SRT file directly to YouTube. 4 simple steps, 1 single tool. Section 6, your new communication superpower. Let's bring it all back home and see how this actually builds into real-world applications. Because technology is really only as good as the problems it solves. Because at the end of the day, when we democratize visual communication, we empower organizations to literally change the world. Take TerraMind AI. They're using these exact concepts to bridge traditional farming wisdom with modern technology. By translating incredibly complex, data-heavy soil insights into clear, easily accessible visual explainers, they're directly boosting crop productivity and helping to ensure global food security. They're basically leveraging the biological fact that humans learn visually to make a massive, tangible difference. So armed with this cognitive map of the AI landscape, you now understand the psychology of why we desperately need visuals, and you know the exact tools, from HeyGen to NVIDIA AI to Descript, to actually build them. You have a brand new communication superpower right at your fingertips, and the technical barrier to entry, it's completely gone. Which leaves us with one final exciting question to ponder. Now that you can create literally any visual you can possibly imagine in minutes, what will you teach the world? Thanks for joining me on this explainer.